I have been waiting a long time for this light to come in. Let's talk about it. Well, hey, what's up? If you don't know who I am, my name is Tony, and I am a filmmaker photographer. I just got this Amaran 60D. I actually ordered this thing at the beginning of January, and so I have been waiting like 5 months for this light to come in, but I basically just bought this for one purpose, and that is to light this scene right here. Now, just to explain a little bit of what my lighting is in this room, I am just in a residential bedroom. It's a bedroom that I've turned into my office. I've got a pretty decent sized window right here, and then I've got a fill light right here. Now, if it's really bright out, I can lower the blinds, but for the most part, that's all I have for lighting. I've got some little LED strip lighting on my desk, and then I've got 2 Apurture MCs that I use for a hair light, and that's it. I just keep it nice and simple. So, a long time ago, a couple years ago, maybe four years ago, maybe when I started the channel, 2018 or something, I purchased these really cheap Amazon crappy lights, and they have just been terrible. They've been terrible. I don't like the stands that came with them. They've broken. They don't really like adjust anymore. So I just use the cable. I wrap it around a post. They're terrible. And in fact, one of them doesn't even work anymore, but that's what you get when you buy cheap lights. Now, this one is what I would still consider a cheap light, but I feel like the quality is quite a bit better and have a feeling it's gonna last a little bit longer. Some of the reasons that I believe that is that the company that makes Amaran is Apurture, and Apurture has been around for quite a while now, and they've really just gotten a name in lighting. And so that's what these little MCs are. They're Apurture lighting. And so Apurture, I really believe in that company, and like after getting this little tiny thing, I see that it's got really good quality, and I'm excited to see how well it works for this situation. Now, I'm not unfamiliar with these type of lights. Apurture also makes a whole bunch of Lightstorm lights, so the 120D, the 300, 600, and I've used a lot of those, but they're a little bit different than this style because this is everything. There is no box with a 120D or a 200D maybe, or 300D, whatever the numbers are. There's tons of numbers. They've typically got a power cable that goes down to a box, and that's where you have all your settings, and then that box plugs into the wall. This is literally everything. So it's really nice and compact, and this is basically what it is. It's just a tiny little light. It's got a little screen on here that you can see settings and whatnot, but other than that, it's just a light, which I really like. So let's talk about what's in the box real quick. When you open it up, you're gonna find obviously the light, and you're gonna find it has a cover on it. Also, you're gonna find a plastic reflector, and this is just plastic. It's not very great quality. Another thing that you're gonna find in this box is a metal light stand adapter, which is really nice. And then you're also going to see a battery plate. Also, you're gonna find a power adapter and some documentations in the box. But that's basically it. You're going to have to probably buy a soft box if you're interested in this. I actually picked up one of the Apurture ones, which was about the same price as the light, but then I know I've got a nice kit that works really well together. So that's basically all I've bought for this. You will need some sort of a C-stand or a light stand if you want to use it with the light stand adapter that it comes with, or the really cool thing about this little guy is it actually has a 1/4-20 on the bottom of this light to mount it. So that means you can mount this in several different places, and because it's so light and tiny and takes batteries, you can put it just about anywhere. So I did buy a couple batteries for this light. I probably won't use V-mount because most of the batteries I use are gold mount. So I bought some batteries for the battery plate adapter, and I'll just use some Anton Bauers in there, and it'll work fine. It'll keep it really nice and light and small, and it'll work really well. So why don't we take a look at what this light looks like compared to this light. And so right now, this light that I'm using right now, there is no power adjustment. It's either on or off. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a direct comparison between this crappy Amazon whatever light that I bought to this one at 100%. And here we go. Boom. Okay, so you can see that this light, even though it's just a 60D, is significantly brighter than the other one. Now, what's really nice with these lights is they're actually controlled with an app. And so if I want to actually control the lights, I can in this room. Just hit this little button and you can see back there, the little aperture is flashing. And it's really easy to set up. It's all through Bluetooth. And I don't think it takes up a lot of energy, but because they're all battery, I can just kind of connect them and disconnect them, do whatever I need to, and move them wherever I want. And then I can control them while I'm looking at the frame, which is very, very nice. So let's talk a little bit more about this Amaran. Like I said, it is just plenty bright. This is 50%, and then this is 100, which is just way too bright. So now that we're back at a quarter, that might be a little dark. Let's raise it up just a little bit. And so now we've got this light set up. Like I said, all I'm doing is just using the light, the Amaran 60D, along with a softbox made by Apurture. And I think it's gonna work out really well for me. Now, some of the features that I really enjoy about this I've already talked about, but some of the things that surprised me are, one, it's actually pretty loud. Because all of that light is encased in that enclosure, the fan is on pretty much non-stop. And so I'm not sure if you can hear it right now, but it's quite a bit louder than what I anticipated the fan would be in the light. Other than that, I have noticed that the quality of some of the things that come with it, like the reflector, is pretty cheap, and just some of the other features aren't as well built as some of the Apurture products. But it's half the price of some of those Apurture lights, and so for 170 bucks, I don't think you can really care about some of those things. Now, this review, obviously, I can't give you a long-term review on it because I just got it, but I wanted to just let you know this is kind of a light that I'm looking at, I'm using now, and we'll kind of see how it works in my workflow. And maybe I'll review it again in the future once I've got some time with it. But if you're interested, they sell it at B&H. They also have it, I don't know if they have it on Amazon, but I'll leave some links below so that you can check it out yourself. I think it's a great light that has a lot of versatility, so make sure to check it out. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If it's been helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe, all of that good YouTube algorithm stuff. I'm trying to get a little bit more regular in some of the posts that I do, so we'll try and do once a week and see what we can do. All right, guys, I miss you. It's fun hanging out. I love talking with you guys, so make sure to leave comments, and I just connect with you. Thanks, guys. Take care.